Namaste, creative yogis. How you're doing out there? I hope you're well and happy. And how are you getting on with this lovely earth stuff? I've been finding it really interesting. I've been really feeling very comforted and nurtured and very grounded this month. But it has really kind of got me really thinking about foundations and also noticing my stubborn side and how I can get like that at times, particularly when I get into conflict and stuff like that, and just recognizing that that is not necessarily the best way forward to resolving conflict. So a lot has come up for me, as I say, about foundations. So what we mean by foundations in the material world is things like our careers, our finances, our homes, and of course our relationships, whatever they may be, our families and stuff, and friends and close loved ones. All that makes up our foundations. And of course, at the extent, the people that we have in our lives who help us and support us, our teachers and our mentors and all the rest of it. So that's our foundations, and we create those for ourselves. And what we create is very unique. It may feel like we're the same as everybody else, but we aren't. Everyone's got their own individual way of creating those foundations, depending on their personalities and all sorts of things. So I've been looking at all of that and looking at what it is that I want to manifest in my life right now. And I'm very unconventional. So what I want is very different from a lot of people. So, making sure that I'm not falling into that trap of doing what everybody else is doing just because that's what is expected, So really checking in with myself. But one thing that I've really kind of had an epiphany about, which is what I want to share with you today, is that for me, my foundations have shifted over the course of my time here in Australia, away from the externals actually. So, and I think it's because I've had to fall into myself a lot, fall into my own resources a lot. So for me, my foundations are actually internal. They've become about my spiritual practice. And by that I don't mean my connection to the divine, though of course that's there, and I find that very rewarding and very nourishing and supportive. It's more to do with the practicalities of having meditation and yoga practices that I can draw on consistently to help me navigate whatever's going on in my life. All the other stuff has changed and changed and changed some more, since I've been over here. I've dealt with a lot of change. So therefore, I think that's why I've let go of my attachment to the externals. So, I don't identify myself with what job I'm doing or how much money's in the bank or what kind of people are around me or any of that. It's just suddenly become less important. And what's important, what is my actual foundations, is my relationship to my spiritual practice. So I've had that little realization this month. And as a result of that, a lot of fear has lifted away from me. That kind of worry, I might lose that job. Or what will happen if? What if I don't have enough money? What if that person I love leaves? All those kind of worries and anxieties have actually lifted out of my body. And as a result, there's room now for joy to come in, for peace and tranquility to come in. And I was actually noticing a couple of days ago that I was feeling happy, just for no apparent reason. I was just like, la la, singing away to myself, because if you're all sort of worried and stressed all the time, there's no room for happiness, is there? So I've created space for that kind of peace and tranquility. And by being more kind of peaceful and loving and all that sort of stuff, I'm noticing I'm drawing that abundance to me even more. It's like I'm not even trying, and I'm noticing particularly the quality of my students has really, really shifted. I'm drawing like-minded people to me, and I'm having really beautiful experiences in the studio of working with these lovely women, and so I did put out a message, I wanted to draw my students to me who are open to these ideas, this wisdom that I have to offer, and that's what's happening. And it's just so rewarding And I just sat down today and sent off some messages to them asking them to do reviews for me to help build my business. And even that felt really good, just connecting to them. And so my business is not just about numbers and making money, it's about my connections and about my relationships with these people. And which has always been like that. That's why you guys stay tuned in, because that's the sort of stuff that I do all the time. But I'm sort of extending it even further now. And it feels really lovely. And I have to say my yoga studio is looking really beautiful, you know, because of all this lovely energy that I'm connecting to consistently with my yoga and what have you. So I'm really loving it in here at the moment. And I'm being very inspired to paint and all sorts of things. So I'm feeling pretty good about things. So I hope you are as well. I hope that this month is helping you to kind of clear away anything that's getting in the way of you really seeing what's important to you. You know, what are your foundations? You know, what makes you happy, and really focusing on that and letting go of what no longer serves you. All right, so I'm going to choose your cards for today. I promised I'd do this. So while I was talking, all the girls from the spa who next door were walking past and waving at me. It was really hard to stay focused on my chat to you there. All right, so what do the creative yogis need to know right now? So if you heard that noise, it sounds like a car's backfiring behind out in the car park. Okay, so let's see. Ooh. In every moment, I expand into the highest and brightest version of myself. In every moment, I expand into the highest and brightest version of myself. How lovely is that? That's very in keeping with what I was just talking about. I think this journey that we're on is just so magical and special, you know, and it's been open to that. And of course, challenges happen to kind of help us sort of figure stuff out. It may not feel like that at the time, but everything's there designed to help us just go to the next level in ourselves, to free ourselves so that we just are made of this beautiful light. So in every moment, I expand to the highest and brightest version of myself. What a lovely little thing, a little message to you all. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. All right, so that's it for me today. Yes, I haven't been doing that many posts on Instagram because I've actually been really busy doing classes and doing massage and what have you. And actually it's been raining a bit here as well, so I haven't been able to get outside much to do play and do all that sort of thing. Though